as you know, that we are in pharma business, and it's related to the health of the people. And now in this pandemic, we all realize the importance of pharma. And when we talking about assessment of the significance of the software and digital services in the data centers, so here a lot of data generated in our in the pharmaceutical plants, and that data is very important. It may be from the batch data, it may be from analytical data, which is not stored for 1 or 2 years. It may be stored for 10 to 20 years, and based on the assessment, we can assess the data again and again to check the results of the data on different research. And now, so significance of the software is much important. It must be secure because it is the main media where all the data transfer to the data centers. So when we're talking about software, it must be secure from malware. So I want to add here that the significance of the software is much important because when we want to assess the data, it provides us the flexibility, fast response, and greater asset visibility. Better earlier we have to maintain our data centers, server rooms in a different way. We have to install a redundant server in the plant, where we have to install different facilities to save the data, and there's so many chances of data integrity. So now this data centers and the software and digital services provide us the flexibility where we can avoid the data integrity of the important data.
Go ahead,
So,
sir.
yeah, so basically you assemble the data center, right? And you have an on-premise data center, right?
No. Actually, we have a small server where all the data generated from the different machines where the life-saving drugs are manufactured. So that data transferred through a software, networking software, and then to the server. If that data is used in the quantity, so we hire a data center, and we will transfer that data to the data centers for a long period of time.
Yeah, so what are the problems that you face and that you were able to solve using some of the data center technology that is out there? Can you?
Basically, in pharma earlier the problem faced without these servers and data centers, we have to maintain each and every code in manual. So it consumes a lot of manpower, a lot of time, a lot of their chances of mistakes, a lot of mistakes. So it's a matter of life saving and people's health. So we cannot compromise with the data, which is very, very important. It may be analytical data, it may be batch data, it may be some research data of any data. So with the passage of time, to avoid this type of mistakes, data integrity. So pharmaceutical sectors enter in the digital services and focus, because you cannot allow anyone to access the important data. So there are so many authorization metrics on different levels.
Okay. So what are the problems? Do you have cable managed? How many do you have? A huge data center, like, or is it? What are the physical real estate problems that you see around the data center? And
physical, when we're talking about the server, not data center, but it's for a server room where the data stored. So sometimes there are some communication failures, maybe. So there are some power issues. So it may be distract the data. disturb the data to, there may be some attacks of some malwares and some viruses.
Okay.
So the data center must be protected because it's the data generated in pharma. It's very important. So that must be free from any malfunctioning, any software, and any malware.
Okay.
It easy to assess.
Rajesh, please share your views on, the assessment of, what's the significance of software and digital services in the data center?
Hi, Sangam. Thank you for giving opportunity for this session. Basically, I am not expert related to this because I am basically related to facility. What are the facility we are providing to data centers? Obviously, the power, HVAC, and network related things. So I am not expert on that. First, I am just want to disclose the things because I'm basically electrical related things and HVAC, then network related things. So I am taking care of that things. So I will start with that, the design of the data center. I am taking care of almost 12,000 square feet data center in my place. Okay, so we have 3 different floors for that area. So what are the, and obviously as the meeting starts, we are going through a difficult COVID-19 pandemic situation. So everybody aware of, everybody is working from home, and obviously we are working with a software company and everybody is working. Then some of I mean, for the supporting staff only, they are working with inside the premises to take care of or monitor the data center inside the operations. So the services inside the data center, obviously, as you said, we are supporting them. I mean, the employees who are working with our company at home. I am and my team is working from office. In the sense, we are supporting them to get the details and what are the services provided. And if any network difficulty will happen, obviously we have to go directly inside the data center. We have to check individual equipment. Maybe there may be support of our remote call or something. But even though we have to switch on or restart, or network connections missing will be there. So we have to reset that and we have to do that work.
Yeah.
So I'm, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. So basically, the question is that typically facilities is not seen as a big user of software, right? So with all this Internet of Things and smart devices and Wi-Fi and everything wireless, what kind of software you have started using in the last decade? You have seen your fraternity consume some of these data. For example, what's the real-time power utilization, and what's the the heat map of the data center? So what is it that you've seen around you, and also maybe where you have worked in your past experience?
Your voice is distorted.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hoshi?
Yeah, obviously, see the heat load. Yes. So yeah, obviously, as you said, the heat load of the equipment or inside the data center is very much increased due to this situation, because we have a lot of VPN access inside the server. So obviously there may be a lot of members are working from home. So there may be chances of internet usage and this VPN, Wi-Fi connection, and that a private connection should be connected with our own company internet. So obviously there may be a lot of chances of increasing the heat load inside the data center servers. Okay, then they are adding a lot of equipments inside the data center to increase their speed of network. So we have to be provided all details inside the power and redundancy power also. See, obviously that has to be always in switched on condition. In the sense, we have to give minimum 2 power supply. I mean, the dual supply, we have to be there anytime we have to give single supply always. It should be a UPS supply, uninterrupted power supply. So whatever, so anything will be there, the services related inside the data center, we have to be 24/7. But the as Ram Sharma told, we have enough support to do with a BMS or building monitoring system, and we can maintain with very less manpower, and we have enough warning alarm, stopping alarm, and for temperature sensing and the network, or if any equipment is switched off. Obviously, we have enough sensors or the SCADA system. Obviously, we have, so we don't have any much difficulty on that. But obviously, if somebody will be there over that time to resolve the issue. That is the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah, do you measure the PUE of the data center? You know, what range?
Yeah, per unit, and yeah, per unit energy. Normally, we have to maintain that per unit energy in that. So obviously, what is the normal? We have 3,500 watts. This one, EQ servers we have used. Maybe it's a maximum utilization. We have different racks, and we have almost the big data center is approximate 250 racks, and we have per unit energy. Obviously, before it was there. Now what we are doing, we are taking care of with workstation, because we don't have any workstation area. So that energy already stopped, and we have almost saved approximate 60% of energy we have saved due to this workstation, because the temperature inside the workstation can be avoided. So we are maintaining, concentrating inside the data center, which is major now, because everybody is working from home, and per unit energy is approximate 2 units for per employee.